You can see that also. एक्चुअली में इंडिया में क्या होता है ना, जब इंग्लिश बोलने लगता है तो थोड़ा हिंदी निकल ही जाता है. और व्हेन आई एम ओनली इन असम, मीन्स स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम असम, देन व्हेन आई टॉक इंग्लिश तो असम ही आ जाता है. एंड व्हेन आई गो टू वेस्ट बंगाल ना, व्हेन आई टॉक इंग्लिश तो बंगाली आ जाता है. बट व्हेन आई गो टू आउटसाइड द कंट्री ओनली इंग्लिश, और कुछ नहीं चलता है. एनीवे, so the first step, dear friends, you can ask me questions. What is transaction? Transaction means there are two types of events. You know, event, whatever happens is event. अभी लाइट चला गया, event है. वो is raining, event है. That I came here, event. Whatever happens is event. जो भी होता है वही event है. And events are of two types. One is monetary, one is non-monetary. The manager of your company is suffering from headache. It's an event. He could not come yesterday to office. It's an event. But it's non-monetary event. Don't write it in accounting. This is not a transaction. But you purchase 700 rupees medicine for the manager. That is a monetary event. That's a transaction. So please remember, all monetary events are transaction only. Events are of two types. Non-monetary events are not transaction. If there is a non-monetary event, do not write in accounting. Just do not write in accounting if there is something non-monetary. Clear? Cut कर दिया. If any event which is monetary, please write. So you have to understand this first, very important. After that you learn accounting. When you enter, तो उसमें लिख दिया जो one customer came, he was in yellow dhoti, and when he came, he said good morning, and they went out, he said thank you, and he caught a rickshaw and went, and then he fell down. If you write all these bogus things, it will not be accounting. It will be something fiction, novel, story. In accounting, only monetary events should be there, and event transaction. Transaction itself is monetary. Transaction means only monetary events. Okay. चलो next 2 number. एक चेयर होने से ठीक था इधर में. Number 2, journal. I will be teaching you practically what is journal. Journal is the first recording step. First you understand what is transaction. After you understand the transaction, yes, this is transaction, then you write. The first recording is journal. I will be teaching you practically, because if I suddenly start practical now, you will get all confused. So I am giving, this is the track, and then I will put the practical ones there. So journal means the first time recording. See, you have written here, books of original entry, balance sheet, books of account, so many things are there. Okay, I found, but origin is journal. Origin is journal, and we shall do double entry principle. Yesterday also I told you, every transaction has got two sides, one is debit and other is credit. But I will explain, I will give formula also. But for first time you remember two transactions. And let me a little bit going back. I told you yesterday that, मुझे पूरा दिखाई दे रहा है राहुल? Okay. दिखाई दे रहा है? First class, बिंदास. 3,500 years back also accounting was there in China, India, and these countries. I told you yesterday. 1494. Please remember, 1494. You understand which year? 1494. 1494 means is 15th century, na? 15th century. End of the 15th century. What happened? In this year 1494, one person belonging to a country which is a country of राहुल का मामा. राहुल का मामा का कंट्री कहाँ है? राहुल का मामा का देश कहाँ है? कौन बोलेगा? कहाँ है राहुल का मामा का कंट्री? अरे भाई ये राहुल नहीं है, राहुल गांधी. राहुल गांधी का मामा का कंट्री कहाँ है? इटाली. ओके. So 1494 in Italy, please remember. अभी नहीं लिखेगा, बाद में दे देगा. अभी उधर जाने का इच्छा है, मेरा वीडियो कट जाएगा. लुका पेसियालो, LUCA, लुका. Luca Paciolo, name of a philosopher, name of a what's a monk, right? Luca Paciolo. You have to salute this person mentally now. This Luca Paciolo is the father of double entry bookkeeping. He is the person who introduced debit and credit. He is, before that it was not there, but accounting was there. Before that accounting was there but double entry was not there. उसका नाम क्या है? लुका पेसियालो. कौन सा? इटली. PACIOLI, लेकिन इन सर्टेन प्लेसेस LI लिखते हैं, पेसियोली कोई बोलता है, कोई पेसियालो बोलता है. नेट में ढूंढ लेना, नेट में ढूंढ लेना. लुका पेसियालो, he is the father of double entry bookkeeping, 1494. And that double entry bookkeeping is followed all over the world, like Shubhangshu said that ऊपर से अर्थ एक ही लगता है देखने में, ऊपर से ना अर्थ is looking same. See, double entry bookkeeping is same all over the world. But before that, double entry bookkeeping concept was not there, but accounting was there. उसको क्या नाम देगा? Single entry. Before that, whatever was single entry. तो now इस बोलेगा सर आप तो बोल दे 1494 से डबल एंट्री आ गया. एवरीबॉडी अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी ना? सो डबल एंट्री आ गया, फाइन. सर सिंगल एंट्री क्या भाग गया क्या? सिंगल एंट्री अभी नहीं है क्या? दिस क्वेश्चन विल बी कमिंग टू योर माइंड. सिंगल एंट्री का क्या हो गया? विदाई हो गया क्या 1494 से? नहीं नहीं नहीं, आज भी सिंगल एंट्री है, अभी भी है. अभी पता करूं? Have you ever done accounting, anybody? Okay. Has your mother done any accounting, anybody? Can you remember? The account जानते नहीं है, आर्ट्स का ग्रेजुएट है. She has done accounting. She writes in a piece of paper. Sugar इतना, चावल इतना, ये सब. That is also accounting. That is also accounting. Your father may have made some budget. इसे करना है. It's accounting. A doctor does not know double entry because he has not taken my class in IIT. He does not know double entry. He wrote in some book. इतना फीस मिला, इतना, अकाउंटिंग है ना. सिंगल एंट्री. एंड सम स्मॉल बिजनेसेस they also maintain some accounting in small piece of paper on book. They also maintain accounting. That is single entry bookkeeping. It's still there. So we'll be talking about single entry, but let us go by double entry. And double entry principle is recorded in a chronological order. I'll be showing you practically. And after ledger is over, journal is over, journal next step is ledger. I'll be telling you that very soon. I'll be starting ledger. I will just listen the name and keep in mind, because I want to give a theoretical track. So ledger means from journal you post it to next step is ledger. First step was identifying the transaction. Second step was record in journal. Third step, ledger. And if the ledgers are completed, no, ledger looks like this. Journal is like this. This journal, debit, credit. But ledger is like this. Ledger is having two sides. This thing. This is debit, this is credit. It is two sides. And the two sides transactions will be coming. This is ledger. And when everything is over, recording is over, no, then two sides of the ledger you total and find the difference, right? And find the balance. I will be teaching you that practically. And that is known as, after ledger, that is known as balancing of the ledger. Next step आ गया. You balance the ledger. After ledgers are completed, all transactions are recorded, then you find the balance. You finding it interesting or okay, no? But you will be finding more interesting when we do in practical. Now I am giving the theoretical track only. So after ledgers are completed, very chronologically you have to do, very systematically you have to do. Accounting is a systematic record of business transactions, defined like this. So after ledgers are complete, you make a balance. Balance means find the difference between two sides. Okay, there is an art. And remember one thing, accounting is both an art and a science. Accounting is science also, art also. Ask me separate next time, sometimes. Okay, why you balance, the next step is trial balance. After balance the ledger account, next step will be trial balance. And what is trial balance? Let me tell you one sentence. I will be teaching you that. Trial balance is a list of balances of the ledger accounts. It has got two sides. One is debit, and the other is credit. Trial balance is a list of balances. It has got two sides, one is debit and one is credit, like this trial balance. Two sides are there, one is debit, one is credit, and if the two sides of the trial balance are equal, it means books of account are correct. Let's check. So, journal, ledger, trial balance, and trial balance is this two sides, debit side, credit side, and then you total. It is a science only, the H2O like that. So, you total the two sides. If it tallies, no, then means books of accounts are still I cannot say correct. I can say arithmetically correct. Adjective again. I cannot say correct. And if the two sides are not equal, it means books of account somewhere some mistake is there. Start searching. At least trial balance will give you some signal whether you are going the proper track or not. If suppose trial balance does not tally different, then you kuch galti hai, go find out. Check journals, check ledger, check totaling, check everything, and find out till it comes out. And time will come that you find the mistake, you correct it, and trial balance will again tally. And when the trial balance tallies, I told you it is arithmetically correct. Sir, फिर आप झंझट लगा दिए एक तो, अब correct बोलो ना, नहीं, because even if trial balance tallies, there may be some mistake hidden somewhere. Interesting. तो सर trial balance करके क्या फायदा है? अरे 80% फायदा हो गया. Accounting is both a science and an art. I told you, I need to tell you. Trial balance is correct, operation is successful, but the patient died. हो सकता है, operation successful, patient died. Trial balance is correct, but still the efficient accountant or auditor may find some mistake somewhere. Maybe I have to debit Rahul, I have debited Pankaj. हो गया ना? I have to debit rent, I have debited building. Mistake है ना? So these types of, I'll tell you in some other time. So what are the mistakes or errors which cannot be detected by trial balance? Even if trial balance tallies, there may be some mistakes lying somewhere. What are those mistakes? Not today, I'll give you sometimes. बातों बातों में बोल देगा. There are certain things not in the syllabus, but for making the course full-fledged, no extra things I'll be sharing with you, so that you can understand the best. Anyway, so I understand that arithmetically correct, and after trial balance is made, then you can go for next step, that is finalization. Finalization. After trial balance is correct, trial balance is done, then also maybe you find that some transactions were left out. One person was standing outside for money, कल बोला था ना, what is it? Outstanding salary. I told you, no? I told you yesterday. Prepaid rent, and such transactions which are not included by mistake. By mistake. So make adjustment entries for those things. Outstanding, accrued, depreciation, prepaid. You understand prepaid and postpaid. Your mobile is prepaid or postpaid. You understand that. Depreciation is the loss in the value of asset. I'll take later. And then accrued income. Accrued income means income earned but not yet received. Outstanding expenses means expenses payable but not paid. Those things have not come in the books of account. Now you do it. Then it will be perfect. That is adjustment entries, and after doing adjustment entries, you go for making the financial statements. People will see that only. This is a final stage. Even after that, some work is there, but financial statement you have to understand. And when you purchase shares of a company, and then you see the financial statements. You don't see journal, ledger, all this process, but you still learn all these things. But you see the balance sheet of a company. You must have heard about the balance sheet. And when I call financial statements, you know, just me take 1 minute time to explain to you. Financial statements are of two types. One is income statement, and other is position statement. I'll be teaching you that practically. Income statement is the trading, profit and loss account, etc. and profit balance sheet is the position statement. I will be taking up later on again, and one shows the performance. Income statement shows the performance. Trading and profit and loss account will give you whether you have earned profit or not earned profit or loss, or the performance, and balance sheet will give you the financial position. So, it is known as income statement. Profit and loss account, trading account, these are known as income statement. I will be showing practically all these things. I will be teaching, I have to teach, it is a part of the course. And balance sheet is a position statement. It gives the position, and after making this final statement, you can publish. You know, this companies, they publish the final accounts, this accounting reports, everything in their website. They give you the shareholders. This is the thing they give you the shareholders. Just think, your mother cooks food for you or some delicious cake for you. You know only the cake, and take the cake and put in the mouth. But see from the beginning what she has done, might have done. All step process, and the balance, the final stage. And even after getting the final stage of the balance sheet, there are a lot of other things. Let me show you. Books of accounts should be closed. Some books of accounts are totally closed and no balance remains, but some books of accounts are closed but balance remains. Those balances go to balance sheet. Balance sheet is a sheet of balances, mark sheet is a sheet of marks, like that. Now you are listening theoretically. If I continue more classes this way, you will feel bored, but immediately very soon I will be taking you, putting you to practical, then you will enjoy. So, balance sheet is a list of balances of the ledger accounts. I will show you how to make it. And after making the balance sheet, this part is actually part of your subject, managerial accounting. This is the part. If I start only this, you shall not understand anything. So, I have taken from the back. So, this is, you know, after making the balance sheet, you should analyze it, interpret it, go by ratio, then क्या दिया है, trend, and all these things, comparison, managerial decision making. For that, you have to go for an interpretation. Financial report, should make the report. Reporting is a huge task. Reporting of financial reporting of the companies. Sometimes we are talking to you, but before that you have to make all these things. After balance sheet is made, then you go for interpretation. Very, very interesting. And for your subject, managerial economics, this part is most important. You should be doing these things whenever you are appointed in any company. You see this balance sheet and profit and loss account, etc. of the company, and analyze karo and show to the higher management. They will take decision looking at that. But before that, you have to see so many steps. Someone will be doing for you and give you the balance sheet, but you have to know the steps. And yours is managerial accounting. Okay. I have given a very simple way. This will be very good for you. All these things I have taught just now, I have put in a very one slide. See, this is a flow chart. Rahul, can you read this, please? Please read this. Just read. Sitting.
So, counting process comprises of 7 major steps. The first one includes identifying transactions. Then we journalize the transactions. After that, the third step is posting the ledger. Fourth step is preparing trial balance. The fifth step is adjusting the entries. The sixth step is preparing the final accounts. And the seventh step is interpretation and report.
Yeah. So, I have taught, this is summarized, and I think you should love to have the PPT, right? Right? You should love to have the PPT, so that you can have everything together. Okay, let us go ahead. What is else? Importance of this process. Why I have taught this process? That is a question now. Why you should learn this process? If you do not know this process, no, then these things will happen. Rahul, read. What is the importance of this learning this process?
The importance of learning the accounting process is that it ensures and
Yeah.
reliability.
Yes.
It supports planning and control.
Yes.
It gives legal compliance.
Legal compliances.
It is the basis of financial decisions.
That's why you have to follow the steps. Everything what I have discussed now. Okay. This thing, because time is not there, I have to take next. This thing, this step. So now because time is not there, I have to close before 11. Did you like this much? Did you like this much? Equal to A equal to A means asset. Asset equal to liabilities plus capital. This is the equation. Whatever asset you are having in your business, in your company, it is coming from two sources. One is your own money, one is loan money. In your business, you are having 10 lakh rupees ka asset. Maybe 8 lakh is your own money and 2 lakh you have taken loan from somewhere. Own money, loan money. Loan money is liability. Own money is capital. And this formula like H2O is true in all cases. H2O and own money, loan money, this is clear, and whatever be the very big balance sheet, whatever may be, this formula is hidden somewhere. It may be a very big balance sheet of a big company, so many things are there. This formula is there, there is a root, that H2O. It may be ocean, it may be river, it may be all the water mass, H2O, like that. Please remember, this is the equation. We shall be talking about this again in future. What is balance sheet? I told you balance sheet is a sheet of balances. It shows the position of an organization, financial position of organization. And what is balance sheet equation? Balance sheet equation is also known as accounting equation. You should know what is accounting equation after my class. You should be in a position to explain anyone what is accounting equation or what is balance sheet equation. You should be in a position. This is the thing. And it is based on the double entry principle, double entry bookkeeping. Double entry, I will explain. I will give the formula next class. Asset equal to, asset means all the assets you are having, liabilities you understand, loan money, and owner's equity means capital. This is the equation. This is the equation. Let us go ahead. This is the equation. Have you seen? Asset minus liability is capital. This is the equation. And asset means all of you understand asset, that the property that you are having, land, building, cash, furniture, machine, all the assets. Liabilities, bank loan, creditors, what you have to give to others, liabilities. And suppose the total asset is 10 lakh and liability is 7 lakh, and own money is 3 lakh. Asset minus liability is capital. This is the equation, and everything is based on this equation. Okay. Asset, liability, I have given example, I have told you also. And importance, why should you learn this equation? Because this will help us to make the balance sheet. If you look at the balance sheet from without understanding the root, then it will be a bit confusing. You remember this thing, oh अच्छा ये है, okay, इसलिए easy लग जाएगा, इसलिए I included. Okay, and next topic is books of account. Let us finish it up quickly. Next topic, after balance sheet, I will tell you this, books of account and recording system. What are the books of account? It will not take much time. Books of account, you have to understand, these are the books of account. You see, journal, ledger, various books of accounts are there. If you maintain this account, you can make the balance sheet. These are the books of account. Next day practical. What are the books of account? It is a set of books maintained by the business. Set of books. Journal, ledger, cash book, purchase book, sales book, lots. And this type journal, ledger, subsidiary books, some subsidiary books are there. I will tell you that. And journal is the first time of recording, is a repetition class you can say. Journal first time recording, ledger, from journal you take the second step in ledger, and then you make some subsidiary books. Talmans is also there. Subsidiary books means journal is very boring one because a long one, time taking, laborious. So you can make 6-7 books. One book will be purchases book, recording all credit purchases. One will be cash book, recording all cash transactions, like that I am showing you to save time. See, These are the books of accounts. We shall learn these things. These are the basic books of accounts. Everybody can read. Purchase book, sale book, cash book, return outward book, bill book, cash, all these things are books of account that you should know at this course. I will be telling you that again, which books records what. And cash book, regarding cash book, you should learn cash book. There are mostly 3 types of cash book. One is single column, one is double column, one is triple column cash book. I will explain all these things and show you. These are the practical things you should know. 3 types of cash book. Cash book is the most important book in the books of account list. And cash book is both a journal and a ledger. If anybody asks you, give the example of a book which is both a journal and a ledger, this is cash book. Because cash book looks like ledger. I draw it to you ledger, just like that cash book is drawn similarly, and it is a part of journal. Because if you put the transactions, cash transactions in cash book, you do not need to pass again journal. So, this serves the purpose of journal, and this is again ledger. This is the book in accountancy world, that both a journal and a ledger. I will be showing that. And this is importance of proper books. Why should we maintain all these books? Because there is a legal compulsion. A very small business does not matter, who is not even paying tax. Job karta hai, single entity karo, jo karo. But in case of companies, big businesses, you have to maintain this. There are 2 main acts are there in the country. One is Income Tax Act 1961 and the Companies Act 2013. Earlier Companies were 1956. Then in 2013 Companies Act have been, new Companies Act has come, and Companies Act 2013 has prescribed that these are the books you have to maintain. An auditor will come and see whether books of account are properly maintained or not. Auditor has to report in terms of Companies Act regulation, in terms of Income Tax Act, and maintenance of book is not enough. Auditor has to certify, yes, this books of account shows true and fair view. I told you that. Balance sheet gives true and fair view. These are 2 most important acts, but there are many other acts. GST Act is there, many other acts are there, but these are the 2 main acts in case of company. And thank you. So, hope you liked. So, we will be doing again interesting topics, and in between, if I